Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ray. Thank you for joining me again. Guys, you've been following my channel. You know I've been updating my 2020 F Super Duty Tremor truck, all right? I recently picked up a whole bunch of parts from BuiltRight Industries. The mounting kits for the rear seat, the bed, and also I added for the front dash. So right now, this is episode number 3. We're gonna be tackling the front dash, all right? And I'll take screenshots of the parts I'm using. All right, so let's do a quick open boxing. Let's show what's in it. And then we're gonna get right into pretty much installing this thing. Please consider like, subscribe. All the parts and everything I've been using in my build will be down listed below. Please check out those links. They are affiliate. It does support this channel. And I greatly appreciate it if you do use those links. Also, consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that notification button, and like I said in my book, hit all the damn buttons, all right? So enough of me talking, let's just get into the video. Let's go. Okay guys and gals, all right, what I'm gonna be installing, I ended up getting a package deal they were running. So I got it's called the dash mount kit and also the Ram X grip mounting combo. So let's start with the mounting kit. Straightforward, all right, I'll show you what they give you in the box, all right? So let me set up the camera and show you this. Okay guys, this is the box from BuiltRight. We're gonna open up the dash mount kit. All right, as you can see, it's for your 15 plus Ford and your 17 plus F250 350. Now they do give you some directions. Here it comes in plastic. I think, again, everything's well wrapped, very nice. And they give you the screws, all right? Of course, like all their products, they give you a sticker. All right, so I'm gonna throw that aside. And they also give you some directions. Of course, I already took those directions out of the box, telling you what you need to do. All right, before you start mounting this, they suggest you have some plastic trim tools and simply panel removers. You should have a set of these, all right, to help you lift it. Most likely, I'm probably gonna use this one right here. You're also gonna need a 3/8 socket or wrench and a 7mm socket, which I have both. And also they say a screwdriver. So have those parts or tools available. I'm just gonna throw them in a box so I'm not searching for it. And I have my screwdriver here, all right? So that's it, that's for that. So what we're gonna do, let's open the next box, all right? So let's just get it over with. Put this over to the side. And the second box I ordered to go with this is the Ram X grip mounting combo, all right? And this is gonna replace my magnet for my cell phone. Now I've been using this, it works very well. It clips into the vent and has a little magnetic in the back of the case and holds it. It does work, never really any problems, but in using this, it blocks my vents, the air conditioning vents, and now since it's getting colder here up north, the heat is going to be hitting that cell phone, and I really don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm replacing this now. So with the kit here, as you can see, we have for GPS or a cell phone, we got a bunch of screws. We have the mount, and we have the ball head. All right, all this is going to be attached to this. But before I can get that connected, we have to get the mount installed. So let's get that going, all right? Okay, guys, to get this started, just like they said, first thing we're going to do, we're going to tape the edges here as they suggest. All right, if you don't want to end up scuffing up your dash. So just get some painter's tape, will be ideal to have. Again, it's totally optional. It's not needed, but they do recommend it. Okay, right there. All right, so that's it. So now we're gonna take our pry tool, one of them, we're gonna remove this little rubber from here. All right, so just set that to the side. Now we have, and now I'm working again with a 2020 Super Duty Tremor. We have to take out the speaker. Okay, all right. I'm just trying to take my time to see how this works. I'm not sure if there's a, you can take this out, the speaker out. Yes, okay. All right, you can lift it up. All right, what you have to do, just get between it here, and there's a tab right there. And I can see the tabs over there. So once I get that, come up with another pry tool on this side. And yeah, I see it back there. Okay. There you go. Okay. All right, there you go. All right, guys, got it. All right, I just took my time because I didn't want to make sure I was gonna mess this up. As you see, guys, you got the tabs. Start in the middle to get this part up. Have a couple of these tools here, and just slowly pop these two out here. Pop it up, then slip your hand up and come up straight up with it. All right, but it does come off. So I'm gonna set that to the side. All right, I'm always nervous when trying to pop things off when you're not used to doing it. My understanding, we have probably a 7mm screw down here. So let's see if that's the correct size, or is that 3/8? Let me see. Yeah, it feels like that's the 7mm. And again, be careful swinging your ratchet. You definitely don't want to accidentally crack your own windshield. Okay, that's one. And let's do one more. Okay, 1, 2, 7mm. Put that to the side, throw that in the box. So once that's off, that's unlocked. Now we just have to pop these up. Now to my understanding, we have about 1, 2, 3 of these type of tabs that we have to lift up on. So again, having panel removers are very important. Again, if you do your own work on your truck, I highly advise on having a set. I will put a link below of where you can pick up some. Please check out that affiliate link. It does support this channel. And of course, as I always say, I do greatly appreciate it. So right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm just trying to see how it comes up here. I'm gonna take my panel remover tool and just get over here. But before I do that, I'm gonna put some more tape over here. Again, because I'm kind of anal like that. I don't want to end up scratching my my panel unnecessarily. Okay. There you go. Pop one, pop two. There you go. All right. And now all we're gonna do, let me just move this out of the way up here. Gonna disconnect our speaker. There you go. Push tab to pull that off. All right. So we got it taken off. So let's take it into the back of the truck and get this drilled out and installed. Okay, we're gonna continue on with this installation now. I have my tray in the back of my bed here now. To start it off, guys, what you're gonna need to do is make sure you have a 1/4" drill bit available. Also a smaller one, because what you're gonna do, you wanna do a pilot hole. Now, what I'm gonna do, what I suggest, I'm use the tray that we took off. I'm gonna put that back on there, all right? Because when we put it back into the truck, you don't need to worry about any screws going through here when you took it off. Initially, I thought taking this off, I would have to unscrew something, but you don't. So you can put that tray back in there. And what I'm gonna do is use this tray as a guide when I set this down. Because as you can see, there's some ridges here. I'm just gonna set this up, and in the bottom you can see it's totally leveled or even, so it just makes it easier to line this up. So I'm pretty much gonna be drilling through this, because if you put this down without the tray, and let me show you, just a little more information that wasn't covered by the manufacturer. me see, I can show you how. See, if you drill in, which is no problem, you can eyeball it, drill it in, replace it, and it looks like that. That's pretty much unfinished, and I really don't like that look, because once you drill in, you can't reuse this. You can't put this in unless you cut it. Doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna put my tray back in, and I'm gonna use the outline of the tray to line up my bracket, and I'm pretty much leaving the edge lined up, lining up this edge to the edge of here. All right, you'll see it when you look at your tray, where those little slots ends. That's how I'm gonna line it up, and so everything will be nice and even. So I have a nice even line gap right here, and it's pretty much lined up with these little raised part. All right, that's even there. I'm looking over here, I'm pretty much just eyeballing it. Come over just a little bit more. Again, just the little touches of the final product is important. At least to me it is. Yeah, and that's it. So now it's lined up. Okay guys, and also I suggest you guys have a hole puncher, something long, all right? Because you want to go past here, to go down here, to punch a hole where you're gonna put this bracket. And all I'm doing is just double checking. I like to double, triple check, quadruple check, because once you're done. Okay guys, once you got it marked out for yourself, as you can see in mine, I don't know if the camera see it, but I got a hole punch here. So what I'm gonna do now is simply, and you can use a template if you want to. They give you a template behind your directions. I don't think it's necessary because you're using the bracket itself. So I'm just gonna start with a small drill bit just to go through this right now. Oops. Be nice if I put a battery in it. Hold on. And I'm gonna expand that hole. So I'm just gonna keep on doing this, all right, until I get my holes drilled in. So I'm not, once it's all drilled in, then I'll pick up the video, all right? So stand by. All right, guys, let me show you something, give you a tip. All right, make sure you have a hex key on hand, okay? And doing this technique, what I'm doing, again, I'm going through my rubbing backing here. As you can see, it just looks like gives a little more finished look to it. Now what I did, I end up doing these two screws first, and you need this to go, use this to screw it in, and with the rubber piece is pretty much just holding it in place also. All right, and as you can see, the bottom is coming through. Now the directions call for you to expand that hole to 1/4 of an inch. I'm stopping at 7/16, because to me, by just using a hex screw and screw it in, it's a nice fit to it, just right, so it's not going to move anywhere. I don't think it'll be a problem just to go up another part, just have the little play, but I'm gonna start at 7/16 because I'm able to screw it in and lock it in, and I'm fine with that. All right, that's just me. I just want to point that out, but you can go up 1/4 inch, will be no problem. I'm fine with 3/16 and going in. All right, so I got the two screws in. So what I'm gonna do now, I wanted to put these two in, so to make sure, since I have to stretch down in here, now I can really put my marking in here without this shifting, and able to fine tune it exactly where I want it. I'm gonna continue on with this, so I just want to bring that point to you. So now I'm gonna do the two front screws toward the front, so just stand by. Okay guys, all right, I've been dealing with this for a little bit because I guess I wanted to come out a certain way. My word of advice for you guys, being that we're dealing with a hex screw here, have some type of tool like this with a long stem, because it's much easier to have this, so when you screw down, or you can hold it all right? So, or long hex key, all right, with a long stem to get in between here, all right? So you're definitely gonna need that, all right? Because I found this one here is just a little too short to reach that, all right? And you can't really get it from this angle. Definitely have whatever they call this, a torque or a hex screwdriver similar to this. That's one thing, all right, very important to have. Number two, as they said try to make a small bit. If you don't have a long bit to go through here, I happen to have 13/16, I believe this is the size, all right, on hand, all right. I use this when I'm doing pilot holes through drywall, to do a pilot hole to go through several layers of whatever it is. So it makes it much easier when I drill. I'm able to clear all the way down, drill through, all right. So that's what I'm using. You can use the template to avoid all that, but I'm using the bracket itself as my template. That's why I'm using this tool. All right, again, this is my experience on doing it, or how I'm approaching it, because again, I want to use my rubber backing. And that's all I'm doing right now, guys. I'm just taking my time, lining it up. This 3/16 fits perfectly. I have a little stop underneath this, and I'm just taking my time to drill right through. That's it, okay? That gave me a nice clean cut. And now I have to do is just get some of the shavings off, line up my screw to my hole, okay? And that's it. And as you can see, I have all the holes now behind it. Now all I have to do is just add the screws and I'm done. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's done. Now what is this? The 3A socket was gonna come in handy when you're locking your screws here, all right? So I'm gonna put my screws back here. Also, oops, forgot, gotta add the washers. Don't forget the washers. So let me just get this tightened up, guys, and we'll pick up the video after it's done, all right? So stand by. Okay guys, I just want to give you some information, a tip. Now I took this all off because I was kind of curious. As you know, when we install it, it's gonna be in this configuration, this part toward the back. I said, well, maybe I want to turn around, because if I want to put something up here, I don't have to worry about reaching underneath this and getting to it. So I thought about taking it around and facing it this way, which you can do, all right? I don't think it'll be a big problem with it, all right? But just be advised, when you do that, it changed the angle of the whole thing. I don't know if you could tell, but it's no longer flat with this or parallel to it, all right? So it does come up. So I just want to point that out to you if you're considering doing that, because initially I said, well, maybe I'll turn it around, make it easier. If I put something here, I can grab on instead of going all the way around. You can do it, but visually, I don't know, it may bother you or not. Or if you want to do it that way, you would probably want to rethink on how you position this. Instead of closer here, you probably want to take this up and bring it closer that way. Just a little FYI. I'm gonna put it back the way I had it because I kind of like it, how it looks this way. So it was just something that just came to my attention. I just want to share that information with you. All right, so I hope that makes sense to you. And let me just put this back together and we'll get it back installed in the truck. So stand by. All right, I think that's a better look. Now, it does bulge a little bit here, which is not a big deal. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get a little bit of glue off camera and just put it right here and just stick it down, all right, like that. Or some double-sided tape, put it right here, and I'll hold that down. When the sun hit it, it'll flatten it out. So that's it, guys. All right, so that's done. Now, before I take it back into the truck, I'm gonna install my little ball head here, my ram head, so I can, so this is already connected. So when I put the other piece on for my cell phone, I don't have to deal with it. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put it. Probably put it right here in the middle. And let me get the screws to put that in. So again, if you do have this, you end up picking up the whole kit, install this now while you still have it outside. Okay guys, I just want to show not final product, but it's everything's installed. All right, that's installed. Got my mat down. All right, so it looks pretty good. See the bottom of it screwed in. Initially, I was gonna do some backing with some like a wider washer here, but this is good. I'm not gonna be putting a lot of weight on this thing. All right, so that should be fine. If I'm gonna put additional weight on it, I might go back and just reinforce it, but right now it's fine. So I just want to bring that to your attention. So what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna take it back into the truck. So, all right guys, back in the truck, I'm gonna get this back installed. Just remember, put your speaker back on, click that in. All right, just gonna drop it in. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get this tape out of the way before I snap it in so I don't have any tape end up getting stuck between the grooves. Gonna line up my hose here. That's there, that's there. I'm just gonna pop it in, just like that. All right. That's it. All right, that's it. And now I'm just gonna take my grill and just pop it back in. There you go, all done. Okay guys, I'm gonna give you a quick look at what it's called. It's called the Ram double socket arm B-ball C-length. All right, part of the package I got from BuiltRight. Okay, all right, put that to the side, and that's pretty much just all it is, guys. Just a little tension, make it easier to install your things. All right, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna go hook this up into the truck. All right, and stand by, let me get the other piece. All right, this is the Ram X Grip Universal Holder 1-inch ball. Okay, and just like this. All right, so one end goes in here, something like that. The other end goes on the other end, and it'll lock your whatever device you want to hold down. So I'm glad I have this. This is some type of, I guess, rubber mount here that goes underneath it. I assume so. Something like that, I believe. I could be wrong. All right. It could be, I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure this out once I get it in, but that's how it looks, guys. And they give you, what is this? Fast setting glue. Gotta figure out what this is for. Don't know, but we'll figure it out. So let's take it back into the truck and get it installed. All right, guys, now all I have to do now is just put this over the ball here like this. And I believe we just tighten it down. There you go, very nice. That's it. All right, let me just move this camera out of the way. Guys, give you guys a closer look what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna remove this. And there it is. Very nice, very nice. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hook up my phone to this and pick it up on the next camera. See, I can show you how this looks, all right? Okay, that's cool. All right, guys. I'm sorry, I had to freaking try to figure this all out. Never had something like this before. So, but that's a setup on it. Nice and high, I can see exactly where I'm looking at. You can adjust it anywhere. That is definitely a good look. All right, definitely a good look. All right, guys. I hope these tips were helpful. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys me trying to figure out how to fine tune this, but that's overall the setup, and I'm telling you the truth, I like it. All right, again, it takes away, it gets my phone away from the air conditioner, which again, this was fine for a while, but now it's starting to, it's starting to get cold here. The winter's gonna heat to be coming out, hitting back at that phone, and I just don't want that. So this is for standby for anything else, but overall, I'm glad I got this. So guys, please consider like, subscribe, and stand by, all right? I still have more BuiltRight stuff that I have to install, so that's coming too, all right? So guys, check on the next one. Please be safe out there, and I'll just see you later.